We have a process that is in place. You need to get to where you're going before you start to reward yourself. Dion said the process is simple, but the discipline is hard. We make the discipline hard. Um, we make things easy or hard. And this is, man, this is very good. Like this whole dialogue, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. This is really good stuff. Yeah, the Lord says, oh.
Hi, what's happening, y'all? When y'all come on, make sure that y'all like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Share the video. All of that. Let me go ahead and get my link. All right. All right, also let me get Instagram up. All right, IG is up also. Okie dokie. What am I doing? Oh, the groups. So let me push this live out. And hopefully people are getting notifications and all of that good stuff. I know sometimes it's like you get them and then other times you don't get them at all. It's weird. But hopefully YouTube is doing what they should be doing when somebody go live. All right, so we almost there. I got one more thing to share and then we'll get started. All right, we should be good. We should be good to go. All right, let's see who we got. Sadiq is in the building. What's good, man? Sadiq holding IG down, I see. On the daily. Let me come over to the chat on YouTube. All right, so let's see who we got in here. Jelani's in the building. Walker's here. Jeffrey's here. Chess, what's up? Mike Martinez here. Melanie's here. Mo is in the building. Stacy's in the building. Anthony Pandozzi, what up? Yes, indeed. Again, make sure that y'all like the video. Share it if you'd like as well. Yes, and on Instagram. Correct. Yeah, IG is corny because they don't let you take the chat, like how I'm able to see the chat from the phone. There's no way to see the chat on your computer when you're live. So you gotta be right there in front of the phone. Like on YouTube, I don't have to do that. I can see the chat from the computer. But Instagram doesn't have that feature. But it is what it is. Instagram also cuts it off after an hour. But it's all good. It's all good. We make it work. Jelani said he came over there for Sadiq. Easy was good. All right, so topic for the day, and I need to set this timer because it's off. I just heard it a minute ago, and it's definitely off. Like the timing is off. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. All right, so I'll wait for the next one to come around, then I'll set the timer. There you go, Anthony. He said it ain't important who's first as long as you close. Let's go. Stay close to the fight, baby. Yes. All right. Let's get focused.
I'm focused, man.
We are focused now. All right, good. How important is the right timing in trading? How important is the right timing in trading? Been really going into this hard as of late. That's why these live streams be like little trainings. Trading successfully is only as good as your skill. It's not, not your strategy, not your method. Successful trading, profitable trading is only as good as your actual skill set. With that being the case, motivation was good. With that being the case, because trading is it's a skill-based occupation. And the funny thing about it is that people don't realize that that's the case. They think that, it's gambling, it's this, it's that. It becomes those things to people who are not in the know. It becomes those things to people that don't know any better. For people in the know, who taught me the game, the market itself. Yeah, motivation. I learned directly from the market over years. Y'all funny. Gelati and Stacy's crazy. What the hell was I just saying? Y'all are distracting me. What was I just talking about? Oh, skill-based. So trading is a skill-based occupation. It's a skill-based career path. It's skill-based. And your success is 100% dependent on your skill. Now, reality is most people are not aware of that. Most people, because they're not aware, they don't pursue trading in the right way. And what ends up happening is they start chasing the money that they think trading can produce for them. They start chasing the bag right away, whatever that means to a person. For some people, that means just being totally reckless in the market. They open up a live account on a trading platform. Maybe they buy strategy. They might just on their own start playing around and messing around and seeing, what they can do in the market. Worst thing that can happen to somebody is that they win trades at first. Worst thing is winning trades for people with no skill. That is the worst thing that can take place, because it gives you a false sense that you're actually doing something that can work. When in reality, the only reason that you won those trades or made any money is literally because you flipped the coin and you happened to be right on the coin flip. That's it. That's as far as it goes. So now that leaves everyone with the reality of what starts to happen now over time. Over time, they continue to try to do the same thing that they did when they won, right? They're trying to duplicate that over and over again. But the truth is they don't know why they won, because it was a coin flip to begin with. So they have no idea why they won anything. All they know was that, yeah, man, hey, I turned $250 into $600. Oh, but then I lost it all. You see, then I blew my account. They always follow through with the second part of the conversation. So they want admiration and they want you to hear about what they did. But then when it gets to the real nitty gritty of what ended up happening, they kind of fall back and don't really want to talk about that part. You see? So they'll present things like, hey man, I used that platform before. And my demo, I turned the demo money into $1 million. Okay. A lot of people have. Yeah, man, but when I went live, man, it was, live is different. I don't know. I think they be looking at my account or something to see when I'm taking trades. No skill. And this is what people do. Like literally what I'm explaining, people are doing that. So it becomes very funny that people end up not really understanding what trading is about, and then ultimately they don't know where to redirect themselves so that they can be on the right path. You see, they don't know how to do that. So what they do, they go on Google, they start searching and looking. And hopefully if you look on Google, you'll run into TeamAlliance, because TeamAlliance is like light in the dark. It's just total pitch black darkness. That's what trading is in the mainstream. People don't have no idea what is going on at all. Like they just clueless. They don't know. It's literally examples of what I just described. Somebody will throw some money into an account and they'll, turn a couple $100 into maybe $1,000 or maybe even more. But the problem is they can't keep doing it. Herein lies the problem. They can't keep doing it over and over and over again. They do it until they don't do it. And that's because of the nature of a coin flip to begin with. What's the nature of a coin flip? You flipping heads until it's tails. When you flip tails, it's all over. It's a wrap. Keep it real. What's happening? Yep. So this is the loop that people find themselves in when they come into trading as an industry. And because they don't find the meaning of what trading actually can present them with and provide them with, they end up getting lost. It's like they're in the woods and they just stay in the dark. And that's why I said TeamAlliance is like a light, because it really sheds light on everything in trading and it makes sense of things. Just like the title for today, how important is the right timing? It's like, well, if you think about that, it's like, wow, wait, I never thought about it like that. The way you win trades is the right timing. See, you didn't know that. And I'm talking about somebody brand new to all of this. That, they don't know that. They have no idea that that even means anything. So if I'm saying something like, yeah, the right timing is how you win trades, now they want to know more. So that's like the foundation for where everything begins from. After you realize that timing has everything to do with why you'll win, now you can duplicate a process that leads to you being in the right timing when you do trade. What if there's a process that brings you to the right time and every time? Now we're dealing with something totally different. Now it switches gears, because it's like, wait, there's a process for that? There's a process for that. And that is, like this is why I get real excited when we cover these topics, because these topics make sense. Like what I just explained makes sense. It just does. So it's like, now once you start making sense out of things, you have a clean slate, and now you can build the foundation from the slate. Instead of just listening to your friends or listening to this one and that one, Googling stuff online, and just thinking that it's all, nonsense, trading is bullshit and this and that and blah, blah, blah. No, 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 no. It's not at all. Like, it's so far from that. What it takes is the right information. If you're misinformed, of course, you'll think it's gambling. You'll think it's whatever. Anything negative that you can think of, you'll think that it's that, because you are misinformed. But now when you get valid information, that switches the dynamic, because now it's like, whoa, I didn't even know that. And that's why you got to start from the bottom. This is another reason why when you start wanting to actually trade, when you seek out guidance, all of the guidance that you receive has to make sense. It has to start from the bottom. And this is no matter how long you've even been exposed to information. You got to start over. You got to start from scratch, clean slate. So now you can build from the foundation and then build the blocks the way that they should be built, so that your foundation is strong enough to hold up what you build. You see? So in other words, the right information, and then the information being applied. It's like, all right, here's the information, and here's how you execute the information. Those are the blocks that you build on top of the foundation. And that in a nutshell is what we are doing here. See? That's what we do. Exactly. Sadiq said 40 years in the wilderness. That right there is the average person. For real, for real. Yep. All right, let me come in the comments real quick. See who we got in here. Applegate, what's happening? Applegate talking about his indicators. Yeah, motivation. I'm hitting it on the head, huh? It's true. It is true. Ardell, I sound like I'm from the ghetto. I am from the ghetto. Don said the worst mistake is becoming a millionaire, like the tech boom, only to lose it all. He said you wear glasses inside so you can block the haters. Oh man. Applegate, trading in the zone. There, people have actually come into, TA, into our circle and mention that book. I've never read it, but they've actually said that a lot of stuff that I say and that I talk about is literally almost exactly the same as some of the stuff in that book, which I found very interesting. But yeah, I still haven't even read that book. Who's that over there? I think that's Jared. And I see Sharonda. Jelani said you will have limited, where we at? Limited success with coin flips, indicators, strategies, etc. But when the market throws that curveball, when you're looking for a fastball, those flips and strategies can't make adjustments. Oof. Oh. He on it already. He said with TA and the scale, you can adjust to anything that the market throws your way. Come on, Jelani. That's hard. That's hard. Chess said money hungry. All day. All day. E, what's up, man? Don said anyone who thinks trading is BS can't get past the BS that they have been accustomed to. Come on, Don. He focused.
I'm focused, man.
David O, what's up? Yep. Max D's in the building. Good afternoon, sir. Jay Carly said, I'm from the hood too. Shit. Ed, what up? Yeah, man. Yup. Paley said, I just can't wait till people just follow the process and record it on YouTube so it doesn't feel like one person is winning. More winners equals more motivation that this is possible. Yeah, and we getting there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there because that's all I'm doing. You talk about something long enough, you do something long enough, everybody's going to do it because it ain't nothing else to do. That's how we move, man. Yup. That's how we move. Salim, what's up? He said, market don't be playing. You got to tickle that horse from now and then. Flip it on the side. Pipple it some more. Give it a small kiss, if you know what I mean. Salim, I have no idea what you talk about, but it sounds funny. No, I understand, though. I understand. Yeah, Jelani's, he going in. Mind you, he going in on IG. He over on IG dropping bombs. Dre decided to stay in. I definitely need a lot of fine tuning. Okay, Dre, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Walker. He said TA is a force that will only grow stronger. Yeah, exactly. See, that's the key right there. TA is a force. And what happens when something is a force is that if you stay around long enough, it forces you. Whoa, hold up.
I'm focused, man.
This is what goes on. You ever be in the ocean when the current is real strong? A current can come in on the beach, mind you. You on the beach. But the current, when you get past a certain point, when you're walking, that current is strong enough to pull your ass out into the open water real quick. It's force. So it's like if you stand there long enough, just on the beach, just stand in the water long enough. Just stand there. When that current comes in, whoosh, It's pulling you. So this is what I mean about if you stay around long enough, the force forces you to do it. You can't even fight it no more because you've been around it for so long. So just imagine that if the force is powerful enough to do it and force you to do it, imagine if you actually allowed it to do it. You understand? In other words, when you're around, let the process work. Follow the actual instructions that you're given. Plug in and do the work. Just imagine that. It's already a force by itself. Just being around is going to force you to do it eventually. How much more powerful do you think it's going to be when you accept it, and let it actually navigate and move you where you need to go? Just think about that. That helps to put it in perspective. But I like that. That was hard. Yep. Ozzy, what's up? He said the only guy that talks sense on the internet. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. To stay in what Dre? Oh, she's asking too. He said, decided to stay with TA. Definitely need to sharpen my skills. It's like we already know what it is, man. We already know. Yeah, Ozzy ain't been around in a minute, right? I'm just realizing I think he used to call me the guy in the car. He had a nickname for me. I remember Ozzy, what's happening? Yep, yeah, Jay Carly said best decision ever. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, like once you actually begin to understand what TA is, you realize that there is no leaving TA. It's like, I don't even know how to really describe it other than just being that straightforward. It's like to leave is kind of like you're leaving the path to your freedom. And it's like who does that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, because in order for you to leave, you got to justify the reason why you're leaving. What's the justification for leaving the path? There really isn't any justification for that. So that's why it doesn't even make sense. So when you realize what TA is, and then you actually lock in to what it represents for you, it's like, that's it. That's just like how somebody will ask me, well, how long should I train for? And my response is always, well, how long do you want to win for? How long you want to win? So there you have it. Yeah, there you have it. David O said, what else is there like this? Nothing. Nada. Yep. Ozzy said he was wrong about NADEX. Thought it was easy, but he was wrong. See, Ozzy, you gotta stay close to the fire, man. I mean, like, it's the same thing over and over again. Everybody sees the same thing happen all the time. It's the same song over and over again. That's why I be like, listen, if you really are serious about making your way to freedom and getting to where you're trying to get to, no matter what other things you might be trying to do, the springboard to anything that you want to do is your freedom first. Whoa. Think about that. Think about what I just said. It's like there's no competition for your freedom. It's like you got freedom here and then something else that you want to do over here. And it's like, well, where are you going to put your time? What are you going to put all of your energy into? What are you going to pour it into? And not to say that you can't pursue what you're doing through trading and not do anything else. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that if you know that your freedom is coming through this, then focus on that at a certain level and don't let anything interrupt that focus. Of course, you can do other things, of course, but nothing is going to get the focus because nothing represents the freedom other than this. Does that make sense? It's like if I know that this right here represents my freedom, I don't even care about nothing else until I have freedom first. That's my thought process. So I know that everyone doesn't think like that. And I don't try to force anybody to think like that. But what I do want people to understand is that you realize that that's what it is, though. That's why anytime people leave us and they go off doing other things, they will somehow make their way back because they realize what they left. And now it's like, all right, when you realize what you left, you can't keep repeating that process where you keep leaving and coming back, leaving and coming back. Just stay put. Stay put. Dedicate whatever time that you're going to do to this, because you know that this represents your freedom. You should never not be doing anything to get to your freedom, period. Like, what else is there? So you got to incorporate everything that the path to freedom is into what it is that you're doing every day. Because how can it not be a part of your everyday living and everyday lifestyle when freedom is the goal? You know what this skill set represents for you when you have it. You already know what it is. You already know what you're going to be able to do. You see me do it. You've seen others do it. It's like, how many examples do you need? There's plenty of them. So stay put. Stop moving around so much. It's like, just be still and let the process be the process so that it works. It's so crazy how I've been on this vibe like all week. This is the same vibe that we've been on for the whole week. Or is it getting tight? Matter of fact, is this alarm going off? I ain't even hear nothing go off yet. Hold up. Yep. So let me see. Jay Carly said, TA don't even have time to go left. We go from the good mornings to the convo, straight to the live, then on the training and repeat. Every day. Every day. She said it's not easy, but you can learn. Who leaves freedom in 24/7 help and guidance and positivity and all the things? She said, I literally can't even comprehend leaving. It's weird, but people be doing it, man. It's crazy. Ozzy said it's all about your mindset. Jay Carly says, hit the 301 mindset on repeat. Facts. Walker said, TA is the silver, strategy is fiat, indicators are counterfeit. I like that, Walker. Uh-huh. 420 on the G, you look good. Don said it's crazy because so many IG accounts glorify trading like it's fun, but in all truth and honesty, trading for a living is quite boring. But I love the boredom. Come on, Don.
I'm focused, man.
Come on. Love the boredom. Walker, best thing to do with silver in order to accumulate wealth is to stack and wait. Facts. Facts. That's why I like that analogy. He said TA is the silver. Let's go. Who's moving to Wyoming? Nobody that I know of. Motivation, starting to understand what option pricing means. Sound like you got a light bulb, man. Yep. Sound like you got a light bulb. Let me look at this EU real quick. Let me see how this is moving. EU is tightening up as well. All right, so I see that we are starting to range. Okay. Ooh, but the timing of behavior is off. Ooh. Who saw that right there? You saw that on the EU? Oh my gosh. This is why we observe first. Jesus. Man, the timing of that bad behavior was crazy just now. 7 seconds, the thing popped. I don't even know how far that was. That was more than a pip. It was like 12 micro pips. Woo. Somebody just got their ass handed to them real quick. Man. Jelani said, I would not say that NADEX is hard. Your expectations of NADEX may have been wrong. With a strong mindset, it can get smoother for you with training and observation. He said NADEX is only the platform that is being used. It's up to us to decide if we may make navigating on NADEX easy or hard. Very good. Very, very good. That was hard. Paley is they don't want freedom mark because it's a slow bag. They don't realize that a slow bag is better than no bag. Oh. Oh. You know I'm using that, right? Whoa. I gotta write that down. Hold on. A slow bag is better than no bag. Come on, Peleus. That was hard.
I'm focused, man.
Let me get that. You know I'm taking that. You know I'm taking that. Slow bag is better than no bag. Shit. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, sir. Janati said, J. Carly, she's taking that. She already took it. It's probably up on Instagram already. It's probably already up. She quicker than me. Mo said, out of all the self-help attempts I've made, TeamAlliance has given me major confidence in my future, knowledge-wise and financial. Come on, man. Come on. J. Carly said, me as well, total life 180 for real. Facts. Mo said it's real. Yeah, that was Slap City, definitely, Mark. That EU was, yo. Woof. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Walker said GU 425 had a pinch of more stabilization to do. Almost there. Look, see, you see how we talk? Like you hear certain terminology that's being used here. Almost there, not quite there. See, people always think about a trade. And I was talking about this yesterday. You spending so much time always thinking about a trade all the time, you are not really thinking about the market, which leads to winning trades. The market is the reason that you'll win or lose trades. So if your whole knowledge base is always focused on a trade, you're not in tune with the market itself because you're looking for setups. You're looking for trade setups, but you're not understanding the market. When you hear us talk, you'll hear almost there, not quite there. Almost, it's almost there, not yet though. It's like, what do that even mean? It's like, what happened? You almost took a trade? No. No. We're doing market talk. You doing trade talk. Oh, I took such and such trade. I took this trade, took that trade. 3-0. I'm gonna see if I could take 2 more. You thinking about trading all the time. And this is exactly why, even what the topic today is, right timing. You're not understanding the dynamic of that yet because you're in trade mode. You're thinking about a trade all the time. And this is the same energy connected to when people are new to trading in general. People feel entitled to a trade. They feel like, well, I'm on the platform. I just need a way to make a little bit of money every day. No, you actually need a way to understand what the market is doing every day. And then the money comes and finds you. Two different things, totally different. The dynamic is totally different. It's like, which one would you rather have? You sitting in front of the charts on the platform trying to make a little every day? Or you learning how to understand the market so that you know what it looks like when the market is handing money over to you? Which one makes more sense? See, that's the choices that you have, especially if you listen to me and you hear me saying it to you. You don't have to always think about money, money, money every day. As a matter of fact, stop chasing money altogether. The bag is the skill. And the skill set is connected to the market itself and is not connected to you chasing trades. It's more connected to you waiting for the market to deliver trades to you. Different dynamic, man. Different dynamic altogether. Jay Cardi said, and is continuing into where it needs to be. Yep, that's what we do. We wait for the market to do that. So all of the, but it's hard and it's difficult. It's not. It's really not, actually. It's really very simple, but you have to be informed. And that's why what we're doing is so important, because this is making it possible for you to have a better chance of discovering the information that is being put out by TA. See, all these live streams, they adding up and adding up. It's like building blocks. It's more and more content that's being pushed out there that is real information instead of misinformation. Most of the stuff you've been exposed to is misinformation. You need real education and information so that you know at least, and then you can make the choice yourself. You see, but you can't choose what you don't even know exists. That's why what we're doing is so important. Yep. Don said platforms have a clever way of getting newbies sucked into the propaganda. Flashing quotes, looking like an arcade game. Facts. Facts on facts. He is right about that. And it's a very well calculated psychological game that a lot of platforms like to play, and they do it very well. They do that shit on purpose. Then you get into, you get around us. We like, listen, we ain't even looking at the chart. We don't got not one indicator on the chart. We looking at one number on the platform. You see, like, so it's like we elevate beyond all of the BS that a platform could even potentially put in our way. So we ain't even looking at none of that. We're beyond it. Yep. But you're right, man. Don is right about that. Paley said there's only two ways to make money: behavior or common sense. We know both, so there's no excuse to be losing. If you lose, it was your choice. It's not a red pill or a blue pill. It's now a choice pill. BS or the process. Hard. That's hard. He said a BS pill or process. Damn. We talking time. Jay Carly said nothing that sure comes often. Just saying. Patience has to be key regardless of how you feel every day. Maybe on Monday you feel you're not gonna make it. Maybe on Tuesday you remember who the fuck you are. Oof. Whoa. 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 Paley said, your casino's $1 trillion industry. They feed off losing traders. Oh, excuse me. Them type of casinos and all of that, they figured out how to lay out a blueprint for you to give them money. What they create is the perception of winning. It's very psychological, like from the perspective of the actual entity, like from casinos. They got that mastered. They give you the perception that you're winning. They make you feel like you're winning. Just like one of them slot machines. When you actually win something, like the fruit land together or whatever it is, or wild, whatever it is. All this noise. The way that it used to be, and it's not like this anymore, but the way that it used to be is you would actually see the coins coming out the machine. Like if you were playing the quarter machines or nickels or whatever, you would be putting in your coins, right? And every time that you win, money comes out the machine and it's making noise, dang, 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 dang. And money's coming out. Mind you, you probably done put $40, $50 worth of coins in that machine already. And when it's paying you out, it's spitting out maybe $1 or $2. So it's like, it's just creating the perception that you're winning. It's making all this noise, it's all this lights flashing, and it's making you feel like you're winning and you're doing shit just to keep you there in the casino. To keep you right there sitting down, playing the slots. Psychological. So yeah, there is a degree of that in the industry, but when you got actual professional traders around, willing to teach you something, it would behoove you to listen to them because they might know what they're talking about. They might know what they're talking about. Yep. Oh, excuse me. Walker said, J. Carl, that's a good idea. I'm so used to nexting when I see too much speed. I don't even think to look after our next, which is why I'm working to perfect the next. Good stuff. Don said, the pro gamblers never appear excited while the recreational gambler gets excited over chasing their losses, but in their mind, they're winning. Yep. Yep. Hitting it on the head. Yep. Jay Carly says, because I'm focused, I was focused on one thing, I forgot I know more than one thing. Focus is so important. She said, but obviously by the ending of the last one is going back to fuckery, so that's okay. It's going to turn around. Yeah, and I mean, when it comes to the market, man, it's like the market teaches you really to become a craftsman when you're learning how to master yourself in order to be able to deal with the market. Like, we're dealing with and we're interacting with the market. And as we do that, you have to learn how to control yourself when you see the market present something to you. So let's say, for example, we know people are looking for setups in the market. So what they'll do is they'll see the setup and they'll get excited about it. And let's say that the setup that they see wins, right? That trade wins. They're looking at the fact that the trade won instead of actually looking at how the market was. And this is the perfect example, because this is what people actually do. And this is what I'm conditioning you not to do. They will look at the fact that the trade won and they'll say in their own head, damn, I could have took that one. I was a winner. They'll see another setup wins. Now listen to what I'm saying. All they're seeing is that the trade won. But they're not seeing the nuances of the market and how it was moving at the time. They don't see that part. They ignore that. They're blocking it out. All they focused on, damn, that was 2 trades right there. That's 2-0. When in reality, you shouldn't have been in either one of them trades because the timing is still not right. And that's the discipline that we have. That's the discipline that is going to insulate us and keep us protected from ourselves. Because that's a part of you that wants to be in that trade that won, totally disregarding what the market was doing and giving more importance to the winning of the trade versus the behavior of the market. Whoa, woo. Listen, that shit right there is the difference. I'm telling you, that's the difference. And it's such a major, like, that's huge. That is huge. And look, I'll give you an example of the difference between two people doing it. One person is doing that where they seeing setups and they build up their confidence because they seeing these winning setups. Now they got confidence to trade. They see setups, they taking trades now. Oh man, look at these setups. Yeah, baby, I'm 2-0 today. And they go on like this. I'm 2-0. This is dude A. Dude B is over here like, nah, bro. Market ain't there yet. Market's not there yet. It's almost there, but not quite. You see? Like you're following me? He knows. He's like, nope. Dude A keeps going. So now he on day 3. 3 days. 3 days of winning trade. You can't tell him nothing. I'm 7-0, man, in 3 days. I'm killing the market. This is dude A. I'm killing it. He continues. Dude B is in the cut, like, nah, it ain't there yet still. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna just train. 301, boop. He remains in training mode. training, observation. He's perfecting the skill set and becoming a craftsman in the market. Dude A on day 4 gets slapped, takes the hit. Damn. That's all you hear. Shit. I gotta get my money back. Dude A goes into revenge mode. Now you want to get revenge on the market. Dude B is chilling in the cut, in the bed, with the earbuds. Dude A is up all night that night, the same night of day 4 where he took the L. He's up all night trying to get back to where he was. He need to get back to where that 7-0 money was in his account. He stays up all night trying to trade his way back. Which dude are you? Which dude are you? Dude A and dude B are 2 real people. And what happens is dude A is creating the worst habits you could possibly create. Mind you, it started from not respecting the market more than the trade. That's how he got into that mode in the first place. He's looking at the setups. That was a winning, that won. Damn. Oh, there's another one. That one won too. He looking at the fact that it won instead of looking at how the market looked. He done took 7 trades over 3 days. Won them all. On the 4th day, he gets hit. And immediately goes into revenge mode. Fuck that, I'm getting my money back. These is real people, man. This is what people be doing. And the reason I go through this and talk about it is because I want you to see that this is a mirror. This is why TA is the mirror. See, the market is the mirror too. When you took that loss, the market is showing you that you're thirsty. But you're not in that mode to even appreciate the fact that the market actually is showing you something that's going to help you. You mad at the market. You trying to get back at the market, which you'll never do. You cannot take out revenge on the market, period. No one has ever done that. But you trying to do that to get your money back. You got to choose your dude correctly. Which dude are you? That was hard. And I'm telling you, that right there is a very powerful lesson for many people because people do it all the time. And don't ever slip into becoming dude A. Just don't do the shit that dude A does. Dude A is not training enough, first of all. Because if he had 301 on repeat in his ear, he would hear when it said, can I take it? No. Because he's seeing them same setups. Well, can I take this? No. He's seeing the setups, but he's hearing the truth. The truth is telling you no. That's why you got to keep 301 on repeat. This is why you need the 301 mindset. The 301 mindset is discipline, patience. And it doesn't compromise that ever. There's no compromise for what we do because that's the real bag. Listen, man. Come on, man. David said it's the difference between a streak and a career. Come on, David. Yep, dude, I'm killing the market. Jelani said the difference between a hobby and a business. Facts. He said, would you say that Dude A is a combination of Juice Man and Rant Man? No. Nope. Dude A don't got Rant Man around him enough. So he became Juice Man all day. Right. Look. David said, nah, rant man is disciplined. Exactly. Rant man knows. Rant man is yelling at you for acting like you don't know. Rant man is like, that was stupid. Why would you do that? Why would you take that trade? That was just stupid. Yep. Yeah, that was good though. Jay Carly, I went through hours of live recorded market over the weekend, and there was way more stability than I actually saw during the live. Don, I think of mastering the market similar to an artisan paying attention to the smallest detail, which ultimately creates a masterpiece. Very good. Nuances. That's what them small details are. The nuances. Jay Carly, learning how to do this resin art as I'm doing, I literally have to sit there and pop bubbles with a toothpick. Talk about detail is no different with training. I'm taking one step at a time in repetition. Exactly. And it's funny that you're talking about that now, because I was going to say that to you eventually, but I was waiting for you to do it. And it's the first time that I've heard you actually say that, where you're comparing that to what we already do. Just the fact that you're doing that shows you how much patience you already have. IG went out. I'm gonna come back on over here real quick. Paley said, Dude A keeps falling for the perception of a win. Dude B clearly doesn't see his trade, goes back home and trains until his behavior comes. Whoa.
I'm focused, man.
Facts. Stacy said, Rant Man trying to help you out all day. All day. Rant Man willing to tell you about yourself so you stop doing bullshit. That's the Rant Man all day. That is the Rant Man all day. Applegate, appreciate it. Yeah, I knew you would catch it. I wanted to say something like at least 3 or 4 times. I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait. Just from what you were showing me, and that's why I kept asking about the bubbles. And I'm like, so what are you doing with the bubbles? And then when you just described how you gotta take the toothpick to get, come on, that's crazy. That's crazy. And look at the difference too between the first ones and the ones that you showed me last. Like night and day. First ones, I was like, what is this? You was like, epic fail. That's what it is. Shawnee, yeah, this for sure is a waiting game, not a trading game. Right. That's right. Peleus, so Mark, when is your interview with Warren Buffett? Can't wait to watch it. I don't know. Whenever Warren want to meet, whenever I get the call, I'm going. J. Carter said, and surely I could have given up after 20th failed keychain, but my one amazing painting kept me going. It sure did. And I told you keep going too. I was like, you'll get it. Because I already knew you wasn't going to stop anyway. Jelani said, I think Juice Man is retired, but he's very knowledgeable. He lacks patience and discipline, enjoys greed, and needs to get rich quick. Facts. Facts. Juice Man is alive in some folks. And he need to get his ass whipped. Like for real. That's why Rant Man shows up. Rant Man shows up to put work in on the Juice Man. Yeah, but that was hard though. That analogy, dude A and dude B. Telling you, man, that was right on the head, for real. Right on the head. Crazy. Ooh, that's hard. Sadiq said, but dude A can become dude B with TA. Come on, bruh.
Down the Marco. Down the Marco.
You a trip. She said, looking at your desk now, trying to see what that would look amazing. The crystal desk. Yeah, that one was nice. It looked like, how many styles did it have? 6? Or was it 5? I think it was 6. What's 6 called? Is 6 hex? Or is 5 hex? What's a hexagon? Is hexagon 5 sides? What's 6 sides? 6 sides is sexagon? Oh shit. That was my dad joke. Hexagon is 6? Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, that joint is hex. That joint is hexagon. It's nice. I like it. Shawnee said the numbers on the board getting crazier and crazier in the 30 and 30. Yeah, man. And see, like, it's just business as usual. Like that's really what I'm hoping the most people will take away from the vlog. Is that there's 2 things happening. It's like, 1, I'm doing regular life shit every day. I'm living life. Two, I'm executing the same process every day over and over, whether I get a trade or not. You know, when you see the video, by that time, yeah, I had a trade that day, but it may not be consecutive days, or, you know, it works out however it works out. But that's the takeaway that I want people to see, is like, listen, this is something that you do as you live life, the same way that you train as you live life. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, to get to that point in your skill set and in your elevation, all you got to do is train, and you'll get to that point where you're executing the process the same way that you've been training. That's why your training habits become your trading habits. What do you focus on in training? We focusing on the stability in the market, becoming craftsmen at identifying and recognizing that. Excuse me. That's what you're learning. So you're going to transition into ultimately becoming the executor of the process that you're conditioned to do. And when you reach that point, that's when it's 1-0 forever. You understand? Like, it's 1-0 forever, because you are a craftsman at your skill. And 1-0 forever looks like that. It looks like 30 trades in 30 days. That's what it looks like. It's confusing the hell out of some people. They're like, I don't understand. How did you do all of that already? And it's only 20 something trades. 1-0 forever. That's how. It's very simple. Like, math, numbers never lie. If you build and you treat every trade that you end up in the same way, meaning you apply the same exact process each time, you're going to have the same result each time. 1-0. And if it's 1-0 each time, ain't nobody scared of the contracts. Ain't nobody scared of the money. You seeing big money and you get scared. You eventually become conditioned to not even see the money. You don't even see the money no more. All you see is the process, and 1-0 happens. That's it. You're a craftsman. That's all you see. Process, here's the result. That's it. Forever. That's it, man. He said, my takeaway is that you started that shit August. Oh, shit. Thomas, what's happening? Yes, he said Dr. Mark Luther the King. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Applegate said hexagonal honeycomb sequences have been also used to minimize the dynamic deformation of prediction markets. Very interesting. Yeah, it definitely will. Definitely will open some eyes. And that's what I'm hoping that it'll do. Pele's, one day bad traders and good traders will be able to drink the same opportunities as the good traders. Right, I have a dream. Don, is that the same that goes learn the instrument, master the instrument, and forget everything around you? Facts. Yep. Yep. Motivation. That's a good question. Can you explain the difference between a broker, an unregulated broker, and a platform like NADEX? And are you saying a broker or a broke-e? Did you mean to say broke-e, or is that a typo? Because I never heard broke-e. I heard a bookie. But I'm thinking that you're saying broker. Is that what you're saying? But anyway, so a broker, hey, he said, why are you downplaying 30 and 30? That's the most amazing reading content on the internet. Oh, trading content, no doubt. No doubt. I mean, I'm not really downplaying it. I'm not hyping it because there's no need to. It's like you see what it is. So it's like certain things, when you do them, it goes without saying. And it's like, it's normal, it's normalized. So in my mind, it's normal, like it's regular. And that's where I'm trying to get everybody to be mentally first. It's like you have to be mentally there before it happens. So your mindset has to be established before your trading career kicks in. You got to have your mindset kick in first, because your mindset is going to dictate your trading career. And that's the whole idea. Like, listen, we can't be hyping numbers. All it is numbers. Our job is to focus on the process. And that's it. And when you do that over and over and over again, the numbers look retarded. You'll be bugging out later though. Like, you ain't gonna bug out now. You're gonna bug out later after. You know, when you hit that first withdrawal, you're like, yo, whoa. When that first withdrawal hit your bank or hit your bank card, that's when you're like, oh shit. But before you even reach that point, it's the process. Focusing on the process, rinsing and repeating. That's it. But yeah, you do feel it when you hit that withdrawal though. I ain't no front. Yep. Okay, so 5 is Pentagon. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Jelani, sad part is that haters will still find a way to hate on the 30 and 30. Yeah, and you already know. You already know, Sadiq, if the 30 and 30 don't motivate you to train, I don't know what to tell you. Yep. Yeah, so motivation, a regular broker, I guess, would be like, in the Forex world, you have regulated brokers. Regulated brokers, and 100%. Jay Carly said, how amazing would it be if more students would make content? 100%. 100%. Thomas said, one of my homies trying to get me to do cryptocurrency, Bitcoin stuff, involves others trading for me. Hell no. Told him no, I'm trading with TA and I get the bag with my skill, no deviating. Come on, let's go. Yeah, you need Don DeMarco for that. People be wilding.
Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco.
Applegate, I like that. He said, don't crack and blunder under pressure. Yep. Jay Cardi said, everyone's seeing that it's possible for Mark, but indeed. And it's going to happen like that. That's why I don't really be stressing anything, like when it comes to others starting to to do more. It's like I see already everybody's doing more. Just the fact that people are recording. You got to understand, like, how long have I been talking about recording? Recently. Every day. I'm literally telling people to record every single day. Like, it's nonstop. I'm like a broken record. So it's 301 on repeat. The same thing that I'm doing with 301, I'm doing with recording. Eventually, you're gonna do it. And if you do it, eventually, it's like you're moving and you shifting, and you don't even realize it. Some of y'all are recording. I seen you post videos in the group. I'm like, oh, they recording too? I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know that they was recording. You see? Some people, they be recording and they don't post. I'll talk about that one day. They'll hear that one day and be like, oh shit, yeah, I need to start posting them. Then they start posting. So it's always a process. Like everything's a process. That's why I don't expect anything to happen overnight. But I know what is going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to definitely see people follow behind me. 1,000%. Without a doubt, it's going to be a bunch of folks. And the ones who want it the most are going to be the first ones to do it. That's just like with anything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I ain't worried about it. Yup, Jelani, yeah, his anniversary was last month. Yup. 2 years. Don said, when I first made a big withdrawal, I looked in my bank app one morning, saw the money, and trained in the gym 4 a.m. I like that. Oh man, I like that. Yeah, exactly. Applegate strength training the brain. Yep. They call it. I mean, it's easy for me because I love to share everything I do on the socials. Yeah, it's like it comes natural. But yeah, I mean, it's a part of what we're doing though. So you just got to get used to doing it. Mo, I'm getting my record game up. Yep. Nah, your 30 and 30 days recordings are not clear, meaning that you can't see the whole trade. Nah, I'm doing that for the last 10 trades. So I think I started doing that around trade 20. And it's because I'm actually going to be introducing something to my group, and I don't want nobody seeing the trades. It's something else that I'm doing. So literally the last 10 trades of this project is me testing and still winning. So the one thing that I've always done is document it when I'm doing studies. Anytime I've done, whether it be a challenge, a project, or studies, like if I'm observing and doing studies, I record them and you'll see the trades that I'm looking at in the study. Like I've done this multiple times. So I decided to do that, you know, as I was already 20 trades into the project. I was like, you know what, for the last 10, I'm going to do this because they're ready for what I'm going to introduce now. So that's why now I'm not showing the trades on the last 10 trades. But the ones before that, you can see what the trades are because that's what we normally do. So that's all it is. It's just elevation. It's just elevation. And also that just sheds light on the fact that when you are able to remain in the same skill set that you're in, it's like even if you're doing something that is an extension of what you already do, it's the same thing you was already doing. That's another thing. So it's like people are thinking, oh, he's going to show us something new. Actually, it's not anything new. It's an extension of what we already do. And all it's going to do is just open up the focus even more so on the foundation of what we do, which is stability in the market. That's it. So that's the reason for that. Yeah, you might get Doc Rivers to follow you now. His job is on the line. Oh, snap. He said, yeah, exactly. I peeped that. Mark was like, yeah, there's something in the works. Yep. Shawnee, I'm more than ready for the reveal. I'm salivating. Yeah. Shawnee been trying to get me to do it early. He's like, come on, Mark, just tell us what it is. Nope. When you planning to do that? When the project is over. See that, like, there's another thing too. I like to finish what I'm doing before I move on to the next thing. I'm like, I'm not even talking about nothing until the project is over. Then when the project is over, then we'll go from there. Yeah, Doc Rivers, that's funny, right? Sadiq, press play and record. Let's go. Yes, indeed, another awesome session. What's happening, man? Sadiq, I've seen videos where Mark has lost footage and started over and still was forever no. Yes, that too. Oh man, what? See, it's so funny because see, that's how I know Sadiq really be rocking with me, because I forgot which series it was. Damn. I forgot which one it was. But I was going to start releasing the videos, and I think it might have been either 25, it was 24. I think it was 24 trades. And I lost 11 videos. Because what I would normally do is I record my trades and then release the videos one day at a time, like one a day, every day, so that you just get the continuity of the content. But of course, that's not how I'm taking the trades. You know, sometimes I might take 2 trades in a day. I might take a trade one day, skip another day. So it'll be like, you know, scattered. But when the videos come out, the videos are organized. And in this series, it was a whole series that I was about to release, and I couldn't find 11 of the videos. I said, you know what? I'm not even releasing the series, period. And I started a different project. And I think the next project was Project 21. I think that's what it was. And Project 21 was when I slowed down to 1 trade a week. I was like, let's see what it looks like when we trade once a week. Let's see what that looks like. And Project 21 took me 19 weeks, because I think in between I took more than 1 trade during the week. I did that like twice. So instead of it being 21 weeks, it was 19 total weeks, but it was 21 trades over the time. So it's just a lot with me. Like my OCD has me doing shit like that. That's why I decided to do 30 trades in 30 days, because I'm like, this way, when I take the trade, I'm releasing the video like the next day. I don't have to hold on to it, so I'm not risking losing the footage or anything like that. Yep, so OCD gang, let's go. Yeah, the blueprint, right. Yeah, because yeah. Let me try to think back. Oh man. All or none. I think the all or none challenge was also 21 trades. All or none was 21 trades in 21 days. That's crazy. I had already did Project 21 then. All right, so I'm just going back in my head. All or none challenge was 21 trades, 21 days. Then I think the next one after that was the Blueprint Project. Then after the Blueprint Project, I had started the Spreadsheet Project. And I forgot what I did with that. I don't even remember. Then after the Spreadsheet Project was Project 21. And matter of fact, it was in between, because it was before I did Project 21, I had lost footage. And instead of releasing that next one, I started Project 21 and slowed it down to 1 a week. Crazy. Not all sequential. There was a couple of days in there where I didn't take a trade. But for the most part, yeah. For the most part. Oh, Applegate came over on he. Applegate he came over to IG. Yeah, see? Because that's the body of work right there, Sadiq. Yup. He said, I'm running off the names of the projects like albums. Right. I know, right? They sound like Jay-Z albums or something. Oh, shit. That's funny. Yep, exactly. Mo said in due time. Yep. Yep. Don, the wax on, wax off philosophy was implemented in martial arts as a constant process to train you to react to opposition, simple but effective. Yep. Walker said, Mark, I don't know of any other content creator that has achieved your level of consistency. Have you always been consistent in the things that you do, or is that something that you developed over time? I've always been like that, and I think that the internet makes it possible for you to execute on it a lot easier because it's here. It's like it's always on. So it's like, all right, I'm doing this now. And as soon as I start doing something, it's like I don't even, like I've always been like that, but I would say that it is exacerbated now that we got the internet. It's like, oh, you could post every day. All right, I'm on it. So now that's how I'll segment whatever it is that I'm doing at the time. So it's similar to the same way that training is. Like that's how training is set up. If you think about it, training is every day. Like people be bugging out now, so they be asking me, you train live every day? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, is the market open? Yeah, market's open. All right, if the market's open, we're gonna train. With no questions asked. I was mad when I was on vacation. I was on a plane and couldn't do it. If I could have did it on the plane, I would have. I would have did the training on the plane if it was possible. That's the level of consistency that I've just, over time, I guess it has increased, but it definitely has always been there. Yeah, it's definitely always been there. Thomas said, I know slowing down one trade a week had to be difficult, especially with your skill set, like Jordan saying to himself, I'm just going to score 5 points today. Yeah, because, and this is another thing too, that everybody don't see. Everybody that's around now sees it and knows, but people don't realize how much I do for the sake of the students. I didn't do that for me. I slowed down like that so that students can see, stop rushing. What happens if you just train, let the training sink in, you put yourself in position, and you only end up taking one trade every week. But because you're training, you are conditioned to just execute the same process over and over again. What would that look like? That's what Project 21 is. You can see as a student yourself in the project. You're looking like, oh, snap, this was only one a week. Yeah, 19 weeks. Can you do that? Of course you can. So I'm willing to sacrifice what I'm able to do naturally for the sake of students seeing the potential in themselves to be able to do what we do. Sacrifice. Just like you said, I got to slow myself down, like what comes natural to me to do, just to show students what they can do, even in the worst case scenario. It's like, what if you got skill, but you only end up with one a week? What does that look like? All right, let's see what it looks like. Looks like Project 21. You seen me do stuff in 15 days. You seen me do stuff in 21 days. Then you see me do some shit in 19 weeks. Like, whoa. I could do 19 weeks. I could do that. I could do one a week. Of course you can. So I'm willing to sacrifice what I'm able to do for the sake of somebody discovering that they're able to do it themselves as well. People seeing me do it fast all the time, one, get the wrong impression many times. They think that that's what it's about. And then two, now you're trying to rush to get to my skill level, but you don't even understand my skill level because you don't understand the foundation of the skill. So it's like, it's Jedi all day. I got to do Jedi mind tricks on people to get them to understand it's basic at the core. It's not all of this extra fancy, impossible, extravagant shit going on. It's basic stuff that we're doing. Developing patience and discipline, that's basic. It's something you don't want to do, but it's something that you need to do because you have to have that mindset in place in order to execute the process over and over again, over time. You got to have that. It's not optional. You know, that's like saying, oh, well, you know, I want to live, but I don't want to take breaths. What? Like, it doesn't even make sense. In order for you to sustain life, you have to breathe. You too late. You don't feel like breathing. Breathing is too hard. You sound stupid. So that's the same dynamic. It's like, well, you got to train. Training is like breathing. You want to produce the skill set that you see me do, right? That you see me execute. In order to do that, you got to train. Matter of fact, train more than I do. If I had to bet, I guarantee you I train more than you do. And I don't have to do it. Right? I don't have to do it because I already got the skill. But I do it anyway. So it's like, you got to figure out, oh shit, I can do that. And then as soon as you make that connection, now you're doing the basics. You realize, oh, this is not really hard. It's just a matter of being consistent. That's the key. Consistency. He said Mark got a whole tradeography. Sadiq said pregnant facts. Jelani, Mark will score only 5 points one day, but will dish out 15 assists to us to help place us in position to be successful. Everybody wins. Oh, let's go. What? Whoa. Come on, Jelani.
Down the Mongo. Down the Mongo.
I'm focused, man.
He said Mark can score 50 at any time, but it takes a team to not only elevate himself, but as well to the championship of freedom. Jelani going in, man. Look, you gotta relax, man. Yeah, I was chilling. You gotta relax. And let me please turn up this alarm. Don said, props to you, Mark, being a trading trainer and being a profitable trader, because training others takes a lot of energy, and also focusing on yourself. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, part of the evolution of TeamAlliance and me personally has been because I've been sharing. It's like I've grown and elevated my personal skill like to like the level is just insane at this point, because I'm looking at things from the perspective of someone who doesn't know anything, learning everything that I know. I'm like, all right, how can someone who knows nothing learn only the parts that I know to execute the skill that I have? How can I do that? How can I take somebody that don't know shit and bring them to where I'm at? Not bring them to me like you're the next Mark, but bring them to where I am, like to where I exist as far as the ability to execute this skill. And when I keep reverse engineering that whole process, it's always the same foundation that I'm telling everybody to do every day. It's always 301 of them. It's like, well, what does Mark do in a day? What is he doing every day? That's the question that I started asking myself. And I'm like, yo, I'm training every day. Like, it's so natural. I had to stop and look and see what I do to be able to explain, like, this is what you got to do. So people will think that I'm telling them to do stuff that I don't do. I'm telling you to do exactly what I do. Like, everything I'm telling you to do, I know to tell you to do that because that's what I do. Like, what do you think, where you think all this stuff comes from? How you think Quick Glance came into existence? That's what I was doing. I just called it Quick Glance one day. I was like, yeah, I just take a quick glance. The Quick Glance was born. Just like Mark's Rule. Why do you think it's called Mark's Rule? Those are the rules that I was using. That's why it's called Mark's Rule. Like, it's so simple. And when you just follow the instructions from the beginning that you're given, boom, there's nothing interrupting the process for you. It's like, don't put any of your shit into it. Leave your shit out of it. You learning how to leave all of your shit out of the process as it builds. That's all it is. Part of that is the mindset stuff. It's like, well, damn, Mark, I don't understand how you just be so patient. I'm patient because I'm not thinking about trading. I ain't thinking about a trade. I'm not thirsty to get into a trade. When you hear me do an observation, I'm saying, all right, let me take a look at the EU. See what it looks like. Listen to any live stream. When I like pause and I'm like, all right, let me take a look at the EU, see what's going on. Am I saying, let me look at the EU and see if there's a trade? No. I'm saying, let me look at the EU and see what the EU is doing. In other words, what's the behavior? And people just don't catch these little things. But if you keep watching and you stick around long enough, you start to catch them. Like, you start picking up on the little stuff that you see me do. And you realize, oh, I understand now. I understand why he does that. That's what I'm gonna do too. And then you duplicate everything that you see me doing. And if you keep doing that, the results are going to be the exact same thing. It's going to be the result of you understanding and executing the process. In the beginning, you're building the building blocks for the process. You get to a point where that part is built, and now it's just execution. Well, how do we maintain the execution of it. We continue to train. Just like how somebody will ask me, well, how long should I train? And I'm like, wait, why are you asking that? That's like me asking, how long should I train so I can, stay good at this? That's not even an option. That's not even a valid question. How long should I train? How long do you want to win and be consistent in the market and have a career and be free? How long do you want to do that for? And that's how we've arrived like where we are now. So it's very interesting to me that all I'm doing is being myself. Like everything that you see is just me. This is how I always am. It's like even if there was no YouTube, no Instagram, or no nothing, I would be the same way. I'm just like this. Same exact way. The fact that we got these platforms means that I can actually share this with people and then somebody else can duplicate what I'm doing and have the same success. You realize what that means? I'm like, I've been retired since I was 28. If you want to be technical about it, 2006, I left the workforce completely. And this is 2020. That's 14 years. When I left the workforce, I left the workforce to trade. Says a lot, man. Yep, says a lot. Isaiah, what's up? Ashton, what up? All right, Sadiq broke out. Oh no, not Sadiq. That's Applegate. Okay, cool. Shani said, plus you can't be doing other things. This has to be the primary focus. Took me about a year in TA for me to get to that. This requires your full attention. Yes. That's if you're trying to change your life. Man, oh man.
I'm focused, man.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Shani hit it on the head. Yes. Exactly. Yo, y'all are good. Anthony said you lost the videos in the cloud on Lulu's computer. Yes. Right, that's the stupid the cloud on the Mac. You know the cloud where stuff goes? I guess it got so full, it started deleting stuff. So all of the videos for some reason ended up being in the cloud. And I didn't know why. I'm like, well, why are they even going to the cloud? Why it's not saving to the computer? Couldn't figure it out, didn't understand it. All I knew was that I lost like 11 videos. I was like, all right, I'm gonna scrap that. Yep. Mo said, I just can't half-ass my way through training. I'm all in. TA is not just a coincidence. Come on, man. Chess said, I was due day. I like that, Chess. So for where, see, a lot of people are.
I'm focused, man.
They don't want to hear that, but it is what it is. And if you dude A, you can become dude B, but you're going to have to choose it. Anthony said you can rent Gulfstream for your next vacation trip to live train. Oh, that's something that you can. Well, you know what's funny? I found out on the way back that they had internet on the plane. When we was going, I didn't know that. I was like, wait. I was over there going through the screen and I'm looking. I'm like, what's this? Does this say internet? Sure enough. I think it was like a $20, either $20 or $25 pass. And what it did was it gave you internet while you were on the plane until you landed. Yep. So on the way back, I had did it. Yep. But yeah, I think that probably was the only live training that I didn't do. Cause we had trained all while I was on vacation. I was doing training by the pool. I was in the hotel room a couple of times. People was like, "Hey, Mark, enjoy your vacation." I was like, "I am." Like, you gotta understand, like, you want to put yourself in position where your life is a vacation. Come on, man. Your whole life is the vacation. All right, I'm out.
Down the Mongo, down the Mongo.